Hey everyone, Coach Matt over here, Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. Got an iPhone. I've joined the cult of the iPhone. I got rid of my Droid this weekend. My lovely wife was nice enough to get me an early Christmas gift, so bear with me. I'm still trying to figure out where all the buttons are. I had a comment that was left on a YouTube video, the YouTube video about the Ultimate In-Season Training Program for Throwers. And basically it says, with track meets on Saturday, which days for lifting would be better? Sunday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Thursday? Actually, what I would say is none of the above. If you have your track meets always on Saturday, which is a classic, let me see if I can shut this thing off here, hang on. There we go. It is a classic college schedule. Most of your college track meets are going to be on Saturdays. Now, if that's the case, I would want to do lifting on Mondays and Wednesdays. Here's why. Number one, by doing it Monday, Wednesday, you're still leaving yourself one day between so that you're not going to be overtired and you're not going to be too broken down by doing 2 training days right in a row. It's also going to give you that 2-day buffer between your track meet and your last lifting day, especially in the beginning of the season when you're lifting very heavy and you're building strength and the explosive movements are sort of an afterthought. You're going to need those 2 days to fully recover before your track meet so that you're ready to go 100%, ready to rock and roll when those track meets happen. Now, with that being said, you would want to do the Monday, Wednesday, because on Mondays, you're going to be fresh. You're going to have your day off on Sunday, typically is how it works. After the track meet, you take a day off and you get right back to it on Monday, sort of like a work week. Wednesdays and weekends you go a little crazy. Monday you're back at it. So Monday you're fully rested. You're ready for that full day of practice. Half of the practice should be in the weight room doing your lifting. Half of the practice should be outside at the circles, either doing your throwing, doing drills, medicine balls, sprinting, whatever you have on the docket for that day. Tuesday, you have your day off from lifting, so you're out at the circle the entire practice, again, doing your throwing, your drills, your med balls, your sprinting, your plyos, whatever is on the schedule for that day. Wednesday, you're back in the weight room. You're doing the opposite of what you did on Monday. So if Monday was, say, a squatting day, then Wednesday is going to be your upper body day, or however, again, your program is lined up. The in-season program is like a hybrid of those. We'll leave the link down below if you want to check that out too. So Wednesday, you've got your opposite of what you did on Monday in the weight room. And again, you're out in the circle again, doing your throwing, doing your plyos, doing your med balls, whatever's on the schedule. Thursday, again, full day out at the circle. Friday, you have your pre-meet where you're doing some light throwing, working on some very last-minute kind of stuff where you're just working on small things that you can correct. Saturday's your track meet, Sunday's the day off, and you just continue to go through that cycle. There's going to be days where you might have to travel on Friday to get to the meet on Saturday. That's fine. Your pre-meet is going to be done in a hotel room, or it's going to be done, before the track meet on Saturday, depending on your travel schedule and things like that. Okay, but that's going to give you, with only one track meet during the week, all you're going to do is count back a few days to Wednesday, do your training, count back another 2 days to Monday, do your training on Monday. So that's going to work out perfect. Now, if all of your track meets are on Saturday, you are very, very lucky. Most of the time this is not going to happen, especially in high school. You're going to have meets on Saturdays, then meets on Tuesdays, and then the next week you'll have a meet on Friday. The next week you'll have a meet on Mondays and Thursdays. It's always going to be jumbled around based on when your school and when your conference or however the governing body of your track and field association can get your track meet, your track available to have your meets. Okay, so it's always going to vary. It's always going to be a little bit different, and that's okay. That's why in the in-season training book that we just released, again, links down below, that is why I included a section in there that teaches you how to plan your entire season, lifting and throwing and med balls and plyos and all that other stuff around when you have your track meets, because it's not always going to be a cut and dry every Saturday we have practice. It's going to be every Saturday we have track meets, I'm sorry. It's going to be random track meets throughout the week and practice when you can get to it. So we show you how you can line up your entire season to get that done. Again, if every track meet's on Saturday, Monday, Wednesday lifting. If your track meets are scattered randomly throughout the week, we explain to you in the book how to actually go ahead and get that set up so that you're not interfering with your track meets, you're still getting in your 2 days of lifting a week, and you still have plenty of time to do your throws throughout the week and work on what really counts during the season, which is your form and your technique and getting in the circle and practicing as much as possible. Guys, Coach Matt over here at Primal, www.primalatc.com. We're here in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's the very beginning of the track season. It's day one of indoor track here in Rhode Island, in Massachusetts, and Connecticut, where all my athletes come to train from. You know, things were a little bit nuts today. Things were a little bit crazy. If I didn't have my schedule set up the right way, it would have just fallen apart on me. But we got the schedule set up. We're ready to rock and roll. It's going to be a great season. Please subscribe to this channel. We've got some big announcements coming up about some things happening during the season for local throwers and local coaches that are in this area. You're not going to want to miss out, so subscribe up above. And if you're interested in a great in-season training program that produces, I mean, just hundreds and hundreds of PRs throughout the year, come and check us out. The link is right down below this video. Hope to hear from you soon.